This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And what else feel like talking about? I'm your host, Maxwell Cercio.
And I'm your host, who definitely is going to see the Marvels. He just definitely has not found time to do it. That's why I haven't seen it yet. Davis Bates.
This episode we talk about, is Marvel done? So sit back, relax, enjoy the Christmas season, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo.
We're here to talk what needs to be talked about. Is Marvel over?
Yeah. Yes.
So we're coming off the heels of the Marvels just came out. Was that 2 weekends ago?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And I'm definitely, I hear it's an amazing, spectacular movie. Have I seen it? No. Mm-hmm. But will I see it?
No.
No, I heard it was dog shit. Like, literally one of the worst things ever.
Yes.
And the few clips I've seen,
I
it's
didn't
like,
see it, so
yeah.
And I won't see it.
But not even on streaming.
So it's probably like, so we run on our podcast is about being nerds. That's normal, right? You know, like obviously both of us exercise, both of us watch football, but we also play D&D. We shot some shotgun beers in the 18 hole. Like, you know, we say things that probably
do pig weenie shots on the course.
Pig weenie shots. We can hang out with the dude bros, but we can also hang out with the D&D nerds.
Yeah,
we can do it all. Yes. That's the whole point of this podcast.
Package.
Yeah, our point of the podcast is, you know, you get to hear people who are just the common people talk about nerdy things.
Yep.
And we don't talk about Marvel much on this podcast.
Not for a while, actually,
because they've been trash.
Yep. Because there's been nothing to talk about. It's all been garbage.
And I would say a lot of it has to do with me just not watching the things, because Davis has watched plenty of things, because we didn't even get Thor: Love and Thunder.
We're not going to.
I don't want
it on the podcast. I guess I did at one point. I did watch it, yes.
And
I regret watching
talk about it right now.
Oh, it sucked. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, so just a quick recap of that movie. They had a star-studded cast. Christian Bale's villain was cool all the way to the end. It was Gore, the God Butcher.
Why was he bad at the end?
Because he's like... Okay, so the God Butcher's whole thing was that, like, he was just a regular dude on a planet. This is not totally in line with the stuff, just for the record.
Okay.
He was a whole dude on a planet, and he was like suffering and all this stuff, and then he found like his god. Like, it was like, you know how there's Thor and the gods out there and all that stuff. Yeah. He found like some Mayan sun god. Anyways, and the god was a dick, like a complete dick, and he happened to get this god killing blade, and he killed the guy with it. And cool. But before that, his daughter died. That was like his whole motivation. So as he has the Necro Sword, which kills gods, cool. Which actually has a really cool lore behind it.
Cool
different, yeah. It was great. It's so cool. Anyways, his whole thing was he was gonna go talk to Infinity, which was this. I don't even is super being super. Universe being they can grant witches. It's actually, in terms of what Infinity is in the comics, is really cool.
I bet it's cool. I don't really like the name.
No, yes, but the idea is that like I'll explain it all later. But yes, it's Infinity or something like that. Mm-hmm. Anyways, his whole thing at the end was that like, I'm gonna wish for destruction of all the gods, but then he just wishes for his daughter back instead because Thor like talking to jutsus him. And he was dumb at the end. That was like dumb. Otherwise, he was a badass fucking villain. Like he was like he commanded shadows.
The classic like. He was a villain, and then at the end, he's not a villain.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what he did. That's what they did.
And the only time that's okay is Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time.
Yeah.
Because in Naruto, you get the backstories of the villain, and like they weren't always bad.
Yeah, and he wasn't always. He wasn't always bad.
Talking to Jutsu Madara. Madara's just always bad.
Madara's just super evil.
Yeah.
At the end there, he's like, Madara regrets shit, but then but
Madara,
you're dying. He doesn't count anymore.
Obito would like.
He got talking to Jutsu.
But Obito was good.
Yeah.
And originally.
Yeah, and then the rest of that.
Same was Pain.
Exactly. Yeah, and then just to recap that entire movie, like, so yeah, they fucked up. They fucked up the Butcher there. He was a cool villain up until the end. Thor sucked. Thor was really bad in it. He at one point he like gives all this thunder power to children. And they're fighting, and then a bunch of children with electricity powers fighting shadow monsters. That sucked. It was terrible animation. Heimdall's son was in it, and Heimdall's son. Okay, so remember Idris Elba?
Yeah.
So he's dead. Remember that from
Yeah.
Anyway, so his son has his power. Yeah, I know. His son has his power, but they did this. It's memed a lot. They did this terrible CGI where the son like communicates with Thor across realms and stuff, and like it looks horrible. It looks horrible. So it was just an accumulation of terrible storytelling, bad action sequences. They tried to like recreate Thor Ragnarok, but make it like very kid driven. Like the kids were a huge like like focus on this. Like at the end, the daughter that where the God Butcher wishes back, she becomes like so her name is Love. So at the end, Thor like adopts her, so it's Thor, Love, and Thunder. So it's like, it's Love and Thunder, and they're a combo. She wields that axe that he has, and he wields his hammer again because Jane dies.
Because she's like sick or something.
Yeah, she has stage 4 cancer, and the hammer like keets her alive, but also using the hammer kills her. It's a little confusing. Regardless, yeah, very dumb.
Oh, so Love is supposed to be she's going to be part of the Kid Avengers.
She is. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? She's supposed to be probably what replaces Thor one day because every Marvel thing has to have a female replacement now.
So that movie sucks. Real bad. Everything you said is dumb.
It was horrendous.
Except for the
I regret watching it.
Except for the Necro.
Necrosword was sick. Gore the God Butcher was a good.
Sword or Necro Blade? Do you know for sure?
I think it's a Necro Sword.
Okay, Necro Blade would have been cooler.
We can Google it later. You can Google it right now. You have a phone. My phone is the camera.
Yes.
Anyways, it was actually real quick. Really talk about how Marvel's actually good at points. The Necro Sword was actually made by the god of symbiotes. So like Venom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the guy that created all those.
That's cool. Okay, it's called Necro Sword, which is so cool.
And he uses it to kill like Eternals and shit.
But this isn't a Thor and Love with Thunder podcast episode.
I know.
We were just talking about how dumb it is.
Yeah,
that
was really the big start of it being stupid for me.
That sword is really cool, but
well, not the real start, but like it was the final nail for me.
The concept of this episode is like I said, like Marvel's finally. I think the Marvel's finally just like you're just like they're it's just dumb.
You hope.
And it's actually affected like what the studio's doing.
Oh, really?
Like next year they were supposed to have 3 movies come out.
Yeah.
Now they only have 1. Deadpool 3.
Which is
will be rated R.
Good.
It's gonna be bad.
You think? I think if Ryan Reynolds like
you know what, it might not be because here's the thing Marvel does. Every once in a while they'll still have something good.
Like Loki, I hear Loki season 2 was good. Like that's the thing. Like
and No Way Home is technically Sony, but it's part of the whole universe.
Yeah. Okay.
But it all started, I think, with the end of Avengers. Obviously,
Infinity War and all that. Yeah.
Endgame. And then I can't remember. It was like Black Widow, which we reviewed on the podcast. We were like, it was okay. I think we got like a 6 and like a 5.
Something like that, yeah. Like
it wasn't the worst.
Because remember that movie was great all the way until like the ending, pretty much. Because like the final villain sucked.
But it wasn't the worst. But
it was fine. It was fine. It was kind of what you expected out of a Black Widow movie.
And then they did, Captain America, Captain America, Falcon, whatever.
Oh, that was horrendous.
The TV shows have been bad. Yes. Let's just get down with it. The TV shows have just not been good.
Loki season 1 was fine.
Loki's good.
Yeah.
And Hawkeye was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree with that. That's it. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
WandaVision
was fine.
At first, WandaVision, I was like, oh, this was actually not bad. But then it's kind of one of those you look back and you're like, I would never watch that show ever again.
I never watched
it. And now they got an Agatha thing coming out. And it's just
why? We don't need an Agatha thing.
So the shows were the start of the downfall.
Yeah.
And then they went like multiverse and like they haven't had a good movie in like since No Way Home, which once again is still Sony.
What? You didn't like Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, we did review that one.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, because we saw
that movie was bad.
Theaters?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, we did see it. No, did we?
Did we?
Or wait for streaming on it. We might have waited for streaming on it. It was there was that gray area for a while where we like stopped just like going to theaters on movies.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember what we did. I
also,
don't.
Side note that just popped in my head. If you have not seen the trailer for the new Nicolas Cage movie,
I'm not.
Oh,
there's a new Nick Cage movie,
dude. It's by A24 also.
Oh dear God, that studio.
Dude, it's gonna be so good. I might actually go to theaters to see it.
Okay, cool.
And the concept is like he's like appearing in people's dreams. Not Nicolas Cage, like the character he's playing, who's bald for no reason.
No, yeah,
he's
a professor at one point too. Yeah, that was funny.
So
yeah, that was
good. Yeah. Oh my God, I was watching the trailer with my brothers. And I was like, oh my God,
Nick Cage is a fucking man.
Nick Cage is the man. Everyone, I'm glad. Like it's just like. It was like millennials and Gen Z who finally like, kind of gassed him up a little more. That guy's the best.
I think he had the Nickelback effect, where like Nickelback actually has a lot of good songs.
Yeah,
but everyone like shits on them. Like,
but people are now realizing like Nick Cage is the shit.
He is the shit. He's awesome.
He's awesome.
He pumps that movie. That Renfield movie was awesome.
Renfield was great. We should have reviewed that.
I didn't. Yeah. Let's put it on the board. We might as well.
Yeah, we should. But
it's next week's problem.
Anyway, sorry. Because I was like, we never go to the theaters because we both agree that the theater is just
it's just a waste of money.
Sorry, movie theaters. Because like.
The theater.
Well, I'll say that I will say in the context of like nerdiness, when you say theater, there is like
you mean movie theater.
You mean movie theater, but like there is also the musical theater.
Yes, I guess it's true. Yeah.
Which I have never seen a play. or a musical.
You should do. Oh, we should. Oh man.
Camilla likes musicals, so I'll go see
There
that
you go. There you go.
eventually.
Yeah, I think Spamalot's coming around. You should go see that. It's Monty Python, so you like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. We didn't see Hadestown, but
Okay, I remember you were hard on that for a minute, and then
well, I was like, well, it seems like it was interesting. The only thing is like this is a good total segue off of the.
I don't care. This is an interesting episode.
Is it seems like when I've never been to a musical or a play that in my adult life. Obviously, as a child, you go to these things because the school makes you. But it seems like, say, we're gonna go to Shays and see what's a popular one that's
Matilda. Annie.
No,
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera. Let's go Phantom of the Opera.
I don't think it's touring anymore. Regardless, yes.
Yeah. Say we're going to see Phantom of the Opera. I feel like if I was going to go, I should dress up.
Yeah, you look
But
nice.
it seems like that's like not the thing anymore.
I haven't been to one in a long time. I'm not
But
gonna
I was
lie.
talking to
If you go to
people-
Shays, you're gonna get a mix, but mostly it's gonna be people dressing nice.
Yeah, but it's like, what is like? Would you think?
You don't need suits. You don't need a suit.
No, I wouldn't
Just
wear a
look
suit.
nice.
I would just look nice.
Just
But
look
remember,
nice.
we were watching Hard Knocks, and they're going to Broadway,
Yeah.
and guys are wearing T-shirts.
Yeah, those were football players.
I know, but like, it seems like accepted. I would like to see that Michael Jackson one though. That one looked.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
that was
kind
really
of fun.
good.
Yeah, they made a Rocky one, you know.
A Rocky one.
They made a Rocky.
They make
one.
musicals out of everything.
I remember.
There's a
yeah.
Spider-Man
I know.
musical,
I know it's true. Yeah,
which did terrible, but
because it killed people
yeah,
or injured them. One of the
what
two.
like, it just seems it seems like I'm fine with millennials and Gen Z we are the destroyers of fanciness.
Yeah.
Like we don't like white tablecloth restaurants, like super fine dining restaurants have gone down, country clubs have gone down, or the fancy restaurants or country clubs have had to scale down on their fanciness and like had to be more relaxed and chill, which is good. I'm here for it.
That's great.
But I
Relax.
feel like there are times
Yeah,
where you should put on a little bit of airs.
I agree.
And I feel like going to the musical theater.
Going to musicals is not like going to the movie theater. You should. It is a different setting. I think you should look nice. Throw a pair of khakis on. It's not hard.
khakis and like
But,
a polo. Or
yeah, exactly. Yeah, something's very simple, very nice. It'll look fine. You don't have to go nuts.
Like,
there are people that go like hardcore in suits and
That's too
dresses,
much.
and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's a wedding.
Yeah, that is a wedding. So like, yeah, but yeah, you should. I think you should look nice.
It's
I'm
like
a big
when we
fan
went
of
to the
looking
reception, the rehearsal for our friend's wedding.
Oh.
And multiple people were like, wait, we have to dress up for this? And I'm like, yes! It's a rehearsal.
That was a
Put
rough
on a
one.
polo and khakis. Oh my God.
That was a rough thing to tell them. I was like, God, what are you guys doing? What are you
They
guys
were all Gen Zers, so they just, God.
They've been to weddings. Regardless.
Sometimes looking nice, I think looking nice feels great.
Yeah, I think that's great. I don't like to do it all the time. I hate dressing up and going into the office. That drives me nuts.
Yeah,
But,
I will say working at City is obviously a very relaxed office, and the office has become super relaxed. Even at the state, they can wear jeans all the time and stuff like that.
Good.
But it's grown relaxed. People are like, you dress nice in the office. I dress like in the office how I dress outside,
Yeah.
minus like
A t-shirt.
minus a t-shirt or hoodies or anything like that. For the first time ever, I wore that crew neck with a leaf with a tree on it. I wore that
nice.
to the office for the first time ever, which to me that's dressing down.
Yeah.
But I was going to Albany right after, so I was just
Yeah, so
wearing
it's
my
like,
couple
that's
clothes,
why I'd be nice in the
There
car.
is a guy at my office who has this first day I saw COVID. He had this sick black hoodie, Legend of Zelda hoodie, which
Yeah.
to me is not office appropriate in any sense of the word.
No.
But I was like, oh, it's really cool. It's become less cool because he wears it every day.
Oh no, don't do that, man.
He comes to the office only 3 times a week, but and this has been going on for 2 months. He
What
wears
is
it's every time he's in the office he has the same hoodie on. I'm
What
like,
is with that? Nerds do that. Like,
Gross!
why do they like? I knew kids that were like into Attack on Titan and shit in college, and they wore the same hoodie all the time. It's like, what are you guys doing?
For me, I don't know what it is. If it's an outer layer thing like a hoodie, like it does not need to be washed for me to wear it again.
Yeah.
However,
Depending on, I have X amount of uses on it.
X amount of uses. However, if I'm going into public,
Yeah.
like if I wear a hoodie into work, I can't wear that hoodie till either I wash it,
Yeah.
but mainly in my mind, I can't wear it till next week.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the big. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No. If I'm going to the same spot again, I can't wear the same outfit again until like
week. I need a
at
week.
least a week. At least a week. Yeah.
I've
I'm fine wearing the next
work
outfit the
outfits.
same day, but it's like, say I went to a bar one night and then woke up and put that outfit on again in the morning.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine to me. But like, not to the office. Nerds that do that. They do weird. Like they find like
Dude, it's
one
gross.
nerdy like thing they
gross.
like, and they're like, we're gonna wear this all the time. And I'm like, guys, get a different one. Get multiples. I don't care. Like, just wear something different. It's so weird. It's
Marvel.
so weird. I saw a dude on a Zoom call wearing like
No.
cut off like wore a tank top pretty much.
I
was like,
was he jacked?
No,
That's even worse.
No, I think it was a jersey. I think it was a basketball jersey actually.
That's another thing. We live in a sports town. It's great. Support your team. Unless the team you're going to a bar to watch your team play, or you're going to the stadium, or it's the day of the sport, don't wear jerseys.
Yeah, I even push day of the sport. Like, I'm really just like, if you're at the sport or if you're at the bar, or
well, I mean, like
during the event, it's great.
I meant like,
don't wear it otherwise.
Like when I meant day of the sport, I meant like, it's pretty much like if we were watching like a Packers game here and I was walking around.
Packers that's fine. I'm pushing that. Like I barely even wear my Bills gear until the game actually starts.
I don't care about wearing the gear. Like if you have like a shirt.
Well, jerseys are people's gear,
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have a
shirts are different.
Shirts or sweater, whatever, you can wear that like anytime because like that's just how it works. But jerseys are like.
Yeah, it's weird.
Especially because every single person on planet Earth, and I get it. I don't understand why. Actually, I don't get it. They buy jerseys the size that if they were going to put pads under it.
I kind of like that. Okay. I like that. I like the baggy look on that.
Though. I'm actually gonna. This does. I don't want to be tight. I'm gonna say this is the only sport this does not apply to is hockey. Hockey sweaters they're kind of cool. Yeah. Sometimes with the hoods and that's the only jersey that I'm like, you know what, you can wear this when the sport's not on. It looks kind of cool. Like it's the only sport that like somehow nailed it. I don't know how. Yeah. But like a football jersey, basketball jersey, like no, don't do it. Don't be doing it. Don't.
Well, usually like I like the idea that they're baggy because like usually of cold weather team where like you gotta wear like 8 layers under it in order to go to the game. That's why I like it. But you're at the game you're not wearing it
when like people are just wearing their jersey around at the Dollar Tree with their super baggy shorts.
I hate that. I hate so much.
Yeah. But anyways, Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel. Yeah, nice little tangent. See, this is how much we don't like Marvel anymore.
Yeah, that's why we don't talk about Marvel too much on the podcast because it had such a downfall. And you know what? It's there's multiple reasons. The content isn't as good because the storyline is garbage. We don't even know what's going on. Who cares what's going on? Yeah. King the Conqueror, the actor himself, has like been arrested for domestic violence. So
bad stuff. Yeah, which is sad. He's a good actor.
It's got woke as hell.
Yeah, that's the biggest. That's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem. They're sacrificing storyline.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
To be woke.
Yeah,
like they're just like we need to like force these ideas to the front, but like throw and like I just don't understand. They are the SpongeBob old man meme. It's like every time one of their movies does terribly because they put they cram all this like social agenda into it, and they're like when they're like surprised that it's doing bad. It's like how many times do I teach you as lesson, old man? Don't put. We just want to watch. We're going to the movies to escape reality. Yeah, that's what we're doing. It's escapism. That's what it is. And you are making it about like, oh my god, Captain America and Falcon was like, or Winter Soldier and Falcon, whatever the fuck it was the prime example of this because they pretty much tried to like make Captain America a racist after he died. Yeah, like it was ridiculous. And it's like, what are you guys doing? This wasn't a problem. Like I always talk about it again. In their world, this shouldn't be a problem. They got freaking superheroes everywhere. Racism shouldn't be that big of a thing right there. They got bigger issues.
Like so, aliens attacking
aliens. A man who snaps existence away. Yeah. Like, and they're so hyper focused on all this. And it's like, guys, no one cares. No one cares. Stop it.
And also,
and clearly the people that are super woke aren't going to see this either. So it's not, you're not pandering to them.
They don't like superhero movies.
No.
Falcon, whatever.
It's Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Thank you. The other thing that I had a problem with this is where it all started too, was do you remember? We talked about it on the podcast. If you want to go hear us review it, we did review it, and I think we actually gave it a pretty generous rating at the time.
At the time, that was different though. I could go and readjust that pretty hard.
Yeah. This is another thing that's very prevalent to the times that are happening right now. Is it was trying to be like. Terrorism wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it was just like, well, it's whose fault is it really? And it's like, killing innocent people is never good.
Nope. Bad.
I don't care what your message is.
Yep.
I don't care what it is. See, this is where DC, I'll give DC the credit of this. I think they're moving away from the wokeness for 2 reasons. One, if you look at the new superhero, I don't know if you look at the Superman cast.
I'm not, no.
They look like the comic book characters.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
They look like the comic book. Except they have that one girl, she's really good. I can't remember her name.
Anything she was in?
She was in something that we watched, and she was good. Hey, I'll pull it up later. I'll pull it up right now. But, I was going to say, and also, not to get super serious on the podcast, but there is, you know what's really big in DC?
What?
Christianity.
Yep,
It's
I
huge
know.
in DC.
Yep, it's
huge
gigantic in DC. Yes, it's wild. They have literally the presence is God. So
yeah. It was. I think it was the. Oh wait, I actually don't know this actress. She's playing Hawkgirl. She was in Dora and stuff like that.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know, but the cast looks really good. Anyways, regardless, the wokeness needs to go. Like
it's not good. It's not good content.
Because I also didn't see the new Black Panther movie. What is?
I didn't either.
What is the
Ironheart?
Oh,
Ironheart looks off. It looks like a Power Ranger.
Yeah, I do agree with my one boss. He goes because he doesn't like anime. He's like, okay, Mr. Anime, this is what stuff's gonna look like, and I was like,
yeah, this is not good.
Yeah,
I don't like this.
crap.
It looks bad. They've gotten so far. I always love watching the original Iron Man and just like seeing like how badass like the animation was back then, or the CGI, when we're just like all the pieces coming together and the suit being strong. And whenever nanotechnology was a bad move after Endgame, I hate nanotechnology. It's stupid. Iron Man's suit is sick in pieces. Like when it's a suit, like a piece of metal and all this good shit from Iron Man 1 and 2, it's awesome. I love the shit. It looks so cool. But when it's like this skin tight micro body crap going on, it's like it was
that was cool.
It was the last good thing that Marvel did. How do I explain this? It was good at the time that Marvel was doing it. But it's one of those things they took it too far, and now like where Ironheart looks like crap, and imagine there's nanotech and all that shit.
I will say the nanotech, the one time it does look cool is Spider-Man.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I prefer like
they got rid of it though.
What?
Well, yeah, don't you remember in Spider-Man No Way Home, he like modified the suit so it wasn't all nanotech anymore. He combined the suits, and then he lost it all because now he's regular Spider-Man again. That's
true.
Yeah,
I do love. Yeah, I agree with you though. I love in Iron Man 2, I think it is, when he like calls the suit and it's just like
that was good. But that was okay. Like that was
cool.
That was Iron Man 3, I think. Yeah,
it was Iron Man.
It was the Mark 42. I can remember. That was cool because it was still multiple pieces and all this stuff.
Really cool.
But now I just hate I hate nanotech. It's stupid. It's just like, why does it have magic then? If it just like comes out of nowhere, it's not science anymore. It's magic. Like at least before I could like have the illusion that like,
nanotech.
I know. At least before I could have the illusion that it was like, it's this piece of metal that has a rocket on it and it's flying to him and GPS and all this stuff. At least I had the illusion that it was science there. This is literally just magic. I'm making things out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like.
Marvel, it just had a really big downfall, and I also think this is true too. And so Miss Marvel did so bad; it was predicted to do like 60 to 80 million in the box office opening weekend domestic, and it only did 47 million, which is the worst any Marvel movie has ever done, including Incredible Hulk, which you love.
That was a good movie. Do you not like that movie?
No, I do like that movie.
Okay,
you like it a lot.
No, I do like it. It's a great movie.
I'm going to say this: CGI is not great. Go back and watch the original Hulks. They were fun.
Yeah, they were fun. They were great.
They were awesome. That Hulk was actually like probably the Hulk itself is probably my favorite. Wait, which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Marvel version, the Disney Marvel version. No, I guess it technically wasn't Disney at that time. Okay, the Hulk that exists in this universe with Edward Norton.
I'm not talking about that one.
Yeah, okay. So you're talking about the other one that was a little more comic based.
Comic based.
I like that one too.
I like that Hulk itself. Okay. I think the Edward Norton one is the best Hulk banner.
I agree.
I thought Mark Ruffalo was the best, and then that Hulk got so bad.
It got miserable.
The first Avengers Hulk is the best Hulk.
Agreed, for sure.
Best Hulk.
For sure, yeah.
I could watch that Hulk destroy the city all fucking day.
Yes. I'd agree with that.
And then it got so bad.
It got so bad. Like almost after that movie, it got bad. Like he was fine.
Forgot about that garbage.
Everyone hated that.
Everyone hated it. Garbage.
They pushed that one so hard.
Yeah. I don't think there is a Marvel movie. I'm going to say there's not a single Marvel movie I'm excited for, except for we're supposed to come out next year, and I'm not even that excited for it. I just like the actor playing Blade. Looks cool.
Blade might be okay,
but it's not going to be. It's not going to be, and you know it's not going to be.
It's not going to be. They don't. It's not, and it's not Wesley Snipes again playing Blade, right?
No, but the guy is good.
Okay.
If I show you, I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
You'd be like, you've seen the guy before, and you'd be like, because I remember I was like, who's this guy playing Blade? Is he even going to be good?
Yeah. It's hard to beat the original Blade movies too. Those
were awesome.
Those were early 2000s classics.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those movies.
Oh yeah, great movies.
We fought Dracula, which was like the worst one, but it was still funny as hell.
This guy, he'd be good.
Oh yeah, he'd be good. Yeah, he'd be good.
His name is. I'm not reading it.
Ali. His name is Ali.
It's Mahershala.
Oh yeah, there you go. You got it. Yeah,
Mahershala. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali.
Or Mahershala.
It's probably Mahir because that's how Mahir spells his name.
Oh, okay. Either way.
Or Mahershala. No, Mahir spells an I. Mahershala. You're right. But It's not gonna be.
Marvel's also just like on top. Yeah, it's not gonna be great. Marvel's on top of that too. It's like Captain Marvel wasn't the strongest Marvel movie that happened. It was okay. It wasn't the strongest movie that happened in the good run of Marvel. And then WandaVision was where the other lady came from, and she was she got her powers because she forced her way through Wanda's barrier.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was dumb.
Oh, that's the other person.
That's the other Marvel. Yes, yeah. And then we all know that no one watched Miss Marvel.
No one.
So it's like Miss Marvel is also a character I haven't loved. They pushed her really hard in the last few years. Like not even just in this. There was that terrible Avengers game that came out that no one played. She was a centerpiece of it. She was like the main character. She was like getting the Avengers back together sort of thing. And then even prior to that, like I remember her comics and she's like, it's one of those things where it's like, she's very young. They gave her a dumb power. Her power is growth and stretchiness. It's stupid. You can't have a main character that does that. I know I think they modified it a little bit in these movies, but it's still not good. And so like I don't understand in their like quest to be woke and like inclusive and everything. They decided instead of just adding actors and characters that were, that fit whatever type they're going for and making them good characters, they somehow just decided that they're going to make them bad. They decided it's like, oh, they're diverse and woke, so that's all they need. They don't need a compelling story. They don't need to be strong. They don't need to have a cool superpowers. Yeah. Like, I just don't understand that. It's like, you guys, you can put your story in there. You can push it all. Like, they were doing it before. Like, freaking, racism has come up multiple times in all of these comics and, like, been a factor. And it's been good. Yeah. Just because the characters were good and, like, they had good powers. Powers are a big thing. Yeah. But they just constantly...
I didn't see Blue Beetle.
I'm halfway through it. It's not bad. It is super heavy-handed on, like... I think it's more heavy-handed on the fact that like there's rich people in the world and they hate the rich. Yeah. The rich people happen to be white.
The reason I don't care about Blue Beetle, not the character. I love the character. Jaime Ramirez. Love the character and everything. Blue Beetle's an awesome storyline. I think. I just know this is not part of the DC universe that they're making.
I kind of like that though. Like, I know it's not part
of.
No,
I'm not saying that's why I have no like immediate urgency to watch it.
I haven't finished it. I think you should watch it.
Yeah, my little brother hated it.
Really?
Yeah, but here's the other reason why I think.
George Lopez is awesome in
it. Is for what you're saying is like use Jaime. Like he's
Jaime's sick.
He's Hispanic and everything like that, and like he's part of the story, and you can use him. Like but they don't like. They are a little heavy-handed on him being Hispanic in the movie. I get it, but like
big time.
But like you don't need to do that because who cares? But anyways, the one thing I want to say is I think the other thing that's going on too, and people talked about it for years, is will there ever be superhero fatigue? And it is.
Oh, we're hitting it right now.
It's so hardcore. Like I just like the Blue Beetle looks good and everything like that, or maybe, and I'll watch it. And the Aquaman movie looks okay or whatever. But it's just like, I think personally, since anime is so amazing, true. I'm just like, this fight's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, and I know they're starting a new run on the DC animation movies.
I'm excited. And the Green Lantern thing, I'm super pumped for. Yeah.
They actually in Blue Beetle was really cool. They did like a little blue like. I don't know. I haven't watched Finished the movie yet, but the beginning there, they did like a little Green Lantern call out because, we're the Reach, which is what Jaime Scarab comes from. Like they're an alien species. They're invaders. Like you know the blue. You know the Blue Beetle storyline. Yeah, Green Lanterns are like mortal enemies of them. So like as the Scarab, like it shows the Scarab like shooting out. Like so it shows all these Scarabs shooting out into the universe, and then Jaime's gets hit with this like green ray, and it's like that's so cool.
I can't wait for Green Lantern.
Yeah, me too.
But I just popped my head real quick. So Mistborn, the show or movie, whatever, I can't remember, got delayed.
Good.
Because of the writer's strike.
I think it should be delayed. I think Sanderson should work on it more.
Yeah, that's true. It's going to be bad.
Yeah, you think? Why?
So Sanderson was talking about it. I don't know if you saw that thing he was talking about.
I saw a clip of him saying that he was... I actually saw a clip of him saying stuff like what he learned from the Wheel of Time was that he was like going to be like more forceful with his characters and stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, definitely. But he did say, and this is why it's going to be bad. He did say it was so close. I got to watch people in miscloaks going over my lines. I was like, oh, it's live action. It's going to be terrible.
Oh, you're right.
It's going to be bad.
You're right.
It's not going to be good. Yes, Mistborn is something you could probably do more live action. You could never do Stormlight live action.
No, absolutely not. It's way too much flying.
But the fact that he picked it to be live action when he could have picked it to be an Arcane level.
I don't like that he teased Arcane for us.
It's going to be bad. He teased Arcane. It's not going to be good. Yeah. I like Sanderson and his writing and everything, but you can tell there's just something lately. I'm like, I think he's getting a little too big for his britches.
Possibly. I don't know. It's tough. The secret projects were really good. And his writing is still good.
I just see like I've seen a lot of things lately. He wants to be the best.
I mean, sure. I mean, yeah. I don't disagree with
when
that.
When it comes to his writing, that's great because he can be the best in that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But when it comes to like TV shows, it's like, dude, like he talks about Game of Thrones too much.
Yeah,
he like wants a show to be bigger than.
Well, because Sanderson's a nerd.
Yeah,
like he's like,
but he wants his show to be.
Nerd.
I think he wants his show to be better than Game of Thrones.
Well, good luck.
Yeah,
good luck. I love Mistborn. I love the entire Cosmere. It's amazing, but good luck. Game of Thrones was a little magic. Like I don't know what to tell you. People don't like not regular people. Unfun people don't like magic.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. They like the low magic. We've seen it with the Rings of Power. Didn't do well.
Yeah, that's right.
A lot of people hate it. I thought it was good.
I thought it was mostly good. Yeah,
we thought it was mostly good. Yeah. I mean, it was.
Sanderson hated that.
Yeah, I know, but like, Sanderson's a big nerd.
I know he's super big.
He's a big nerd.
I don't know if I would have been friends with him. At this point in my
we're
life,
the Normal Nerd podcast. Like we are a little more, and you're so into Lord of the Rings too, and we're a little more lenient with things. Like,
yes, it's true.
Like as long as they're entertaining and fun, we enjoy them.
Yeah, it's true.
Like they don't have to be like. There's probably anime we talk about that people absolutely hate. We're like, it's so good. Yeah. Like, but it wasn't exactly our Gear 5 thing. Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
Like, us crapping on Gear 5. People are probably like, oh, my God.
Yeah. You just got to finish that fight, by the way.
I know.
Because they announced the Egghead arc up the last couple episodes. I'm still missing. But, yeah, you should catch up on that.
Yeah, so anyways, this podcast. Marvel, this podcast is going back.
It's a good conversation.
We're hitting our 30-minute mark on this.
For sure, yes. Yeah. Marvel's is bad. We haven't seen it, not going to see it, and the rest of the world pretty much isn't seeing it.
No, it's doing horrible. And I'm glad because it's finally,
I just hope it changes Disney. Disney is on. I don't mean to keep this podcast going, but Disney is they're on this tear of being like all of their movies are just. I'm sick of messages. I'm so sick of messages of real world all stuff. Can we have a fun thing where everyone just gets along at the end? Make the true villain some rich white guy. Sure, go for it. But at the end of the day, can everyone just be happy, go lucky, and get along at the end of it? Can be a bit happy? Heroes. Can they be heroes again?
Also, can the villains be villains?
Oh my God, I know.
This is where anime's kicking everyone's butt.
Yeah,
the villains
exactly.
Are villains?
Yeah, who was the last real villain in Disney? Maybe Hans. Mother Gothel.
Also, everyone's hating on Wish or whatever that movie is.
Yeah, it looks bad.
It looks bad once again, and the song comparisons. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I saw that. That was nuts. Yeah, and also once again, I'm just getting so tired of it. I'm getting very tired of the woke instance of this super rich guy is the big bad villain.
Yeah, who's running Disney, man?
I don't know.
They're not. They might have a whole restructure.
I gotta watch the South Park Paramount episode still, but they were I think they talk about who's running Disney a lot.
Ahsoka did well.
That's because Dave Filoni was in it. And Dave Filoni is now the head of Star Wars.
Oh, okay. So
it might be okay.
They made the mighty move with Star Wars because once again, Star Wars was failing for a while.
Yeah, because it sucked.
And then they put Dave Filoni in charge, and there we go.
Yeah.
But Kevin Feige or whatever, he needs to go.
Oh, goodbye. Get him out of there. He needs to go. He's bad.
He needs to go. But Bob Iger, I think his name is.
Bob Iger is the current CEO.
He's trying to blame the guy before for the way it's going,
which is weird because I know
that he's the one who put forth everything.
Yeah.
So he's doing the classic boss thing where it's oh,
it wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me. So it's Disney's a mess. That place is a mess. I think it's gonna be. I think we still have farther to go down this rabbit hole before they start learning their lesson. And it starts getting good again.
Yeah. I have a feeling
Moana was great. That was one of the last.
I have a feeling that Marvel's.
Those are two, I guess.
I feel like Marvel's not going to be good until they get out of this arc.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, until the multiverse arc is dead. Yeah.
Until it's dead.
Honestly, I think they need to just get a break at this point. Just take a time off.
Yeah. They're only doing one movie next year, so
that's good. Yeah, maybe just do that. Maybe just and then maybe do a reset and everything.
Yeah, but then once again, I meant to talk about this. Fantastic Four. They announced that Silver Surfer's going to be a woman. Who knows why?
That was wild. What the
why?
Heck? Also, I think in terms of comics, I know this is not a you nerds can fact check me. I'm pretty sure Galactus has had female heralds too. So why not just use one of them?
Because that's annoying. Is they don't realize how awful they're being. Is they're taking these characters who were traditionally one way and they're changing them, even though it's actually you're being worse because even though there's female versions or there's other race versions of different characters that you could be using.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Instead of turning the character into something that it wasn't, it's so do you not count those other characters?
Yeah. And once again, I will always state this whenever they gender bend a character. How does that make that better? In terms of your worldview, of Disney's worldview, how does that make that any better?
It doesn't.
Exactly. So,
and also, I know he's super popular, But Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic. Ugh,
yeah, I don't like it. I liked when actually one thing
My little brother-
I liked was John Krasinski.
Yeah.
When he was Reed Richards, he was good.
Yeah. Also, my little brother cracked me up. I was like, yeah, like Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic. He's like, who's Mr. Fantastic?
Oh boy.
I was like, Reed Richards, the guy from Fantastic Four. He's like, his name's Mr. Fantastic. He's like, what a terrible name. I was like, yeah. And then there's The Thing, which.
Yeah.
Listen, we've gotten more creative as time has gone on.
I agree with that. I don't know how they created one of the most iconic quads in history, but two of them have terrible names.
Two of them, three of them.
The Human Torch is the only good one.
Yeah, the Human Torch is. I was going to say Invisible Woman. Really?
Invisible Woman's got nail on the head, guys.
Yeah. But Marvel's done.
Yeah.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.